Okay, my name's Jeff Harriman, and my name is on this beautiful boat here. I want to thank Nils, who was the anonymous donor, who I just found out about 10 minutes ago that he was the donor. He and I rode together a lot, probably more than any other guy I rode with while I was at Syracuse. You know, when I was a freshman, it was 1966, and I can remember when the 1916 IRA champion crew came back for their 50-year reunion. They had their pictures taken right here. That picture is in the book, Mark of the Oarsman. You can see those guys. They were like 20 years ahead of Boys in the Boat. And these all 8 guys came back and their coxswain. And it's pretty cool. And then 50 years later, my crew, we had our 50-year reunion last year. It was a Zoom meeting, was all we could do. But it was great to get together with them. But I want you guys to know, when you're racing, that you're racing for yourselves, you're racing for your teammates, you're racing for your coaches, you're racing for Syracuse University. But you're also racing for 100 years of Syracuse rowing and hundreds of oarsmen that have preceded you. And believe me, we're watching now. You know, with social media, we can see what the accomplishments that you do and what they are. And lately, we've even seen live feed of your races, and it's really inspiring. When I was a freshman, I, like Nils, had to duck under that 6-foot bar and got grabbed by some oarsmen to come over and sign up. And I showed up freshman year. I showed up all the time, but I only made this. I was in the second freshman boat, and at the IRA I was a spare. Come fall of my sophomore year, I continued to show up, and there were a few guys that didn't show up, and because of that, I found myself in the bow seat of the JV boat, which I guess now you call it the second varsity. I was in the JV boat that went to the head of the Charles and won a gold medal. So it pays to show up. I kept showing up, and finally I made the varsity boat. The varsity, my junior year, I was actually in the varsity boat for the Eastern Sprints, and that was a proud accomplishment for myself. Senior year, I was bouncing back and forth between the JV and the varsity. Ended up in a JV boat, which at the IRA we got a 3rd place medal, which at the time was one of the higher finishes of a Syracuse boat. So I had some success, and I can't thank my coaches and all you for being here today. I really appreciate this.
Yeah.
Thanks.